The real estate boom appears to be over. Many condo projects that were set to go up have been put on hold. Some say the economy here is in trouble. Reporting from downtown, I'm Angela. A 75-year-old woman was arrested at a McDonald's drive-thru because cops say she wouldn't pull her car forward. A grandmother of 8 was arrested. The suspect may have gotten away by boat. They believe the robber stole the cash, jumped onto a boat, and escaped down this waterway. One witness says he saw the whole thing. High-tech digital meters, like this one, use radio frequencies instead of a dial to record energy use. The higher the number, the more your AC is spreading across the south. Snow is falling as far south as Mississippi, with a total of 3 inches sticking to the ground. The winter weather Health Services Pharmacy right behind me offers the new vaccine Gardasil. The Food and Drug Administration approved it this summer, and it's currently available for females as young as 9 years old. Those who have HPV can still benefit. During the day, the city is busy and full of activity, but by nighttime, downtown is dead. People seem to just stay away, and city leaders want to find a way to bring them back to this area. A deadly tanker fire shut down a major gateway to the downtown area last night. It happened on the southbound ramp off of I-275. A gas tanker exploded onto an overpass, spilling burning fuel below and killing the driver. This morning, we have learned that a portion of the interstate will have to be replaced. The explosion could be seen from miles around. Fire experts closed down a 4-block area.
Wow. I mean, it was all, just flames up on the interstate.
Like, there's just a big ball of fire, and then, we just see it running down. I guess the gas was, running down the interstate, and it just looked like a big wall of fire.
We had storm drains blowing off out of the ground with fire coming 15 feet in the air.
The fuel from the rig leaked to the ground, setting another blaze to a pile of tires at the city yard. 10 vehicles were damaged.
That is actually over northbound traffic of 275. So if this had happened during the busier time of day, and the fuel product would have gone down on the traffic, we could have potentially had a much worse situation.
Now city workers are flushing fuel out of the storm drains.
And we're just cleaning the black smoke.
Flames were so hot, they turned concrete railings into powder. All right, thanks. Now as cleanup continues, the northbound ramp has reopened, but highway officials say it will be weeks before traffic is allowed over the southbound ramp. Investigators say the driver was hauling diesel fuel when he apparently took the wrong exit before crashing into a wall. The driver has been identified, but the victim's family has not yet been reached. Back to you.
For years, wearing a helmet in Florida was a must, but in 2000, that all changed when lawmakers overturned the helmet law. Now bikers are free to cruise without them. Trooper Kim Miller of the Florida Highway Patrol says the decision seems to have sparked a disturbing trend.
Since the law was repealed, we have seen motorcycle fatalities going up, and we believe that they're going up not only because we have more motorcyclists on the road, but of course because we don't have as many people utilizing that safety equipment.
And the numbers don't lie. Officials say 7 people died at this year's Biketoberfest. 4 of the 7 didn't wear helmets, and this year's death rate surpassed the 5 who died at last year's event. But despite the numbers, bikers have different opinions towards protecting their heads.
I realize the importance of them, but I also still think that I should have a choice to whether I want to wear one or not.
I know what would have happened if I wouldn't have had on a helmet. Chances are my head would have cracked open. I was on the pavement, so yeah, it makes a difference.
In Florida, riding a bike without a helmet has certain restrictions. 1, you must be at least 21 years old, and 2, have a minimum medical coverage of $10,000. Even some state lawmakers are in favor of stricter laws. But until then, riding helmet-free is a decision motorcyclists will have to make on their own. Angela Bird, UCF Nightly News.
It sounds like something out of a movie. A plane has nowhere to land, so the pilot uses a highway for a runway. Only this was no movie, but reality today for 2 area pilots. There were some intense moments for both the pilots and motorists. Breaking down on the interstate can be frustrating, but imagine breaking down when you're flying over the freeway. That's what happened to 2 area pilots on Interstate 75.
The plane just came out of maintenance, had 2 new engines put in, and one of them quit unexpectedly, and we took care of that, and before we could even blink, the other one quit. So we had no choice to do but put it down on the highway here.
The plane was on a test flight and had made a stop in Boca Raton. It was headed to St. Petersburg when the aircraft lost all power and was forced to make its emergency landing just north of the Sun City Center.
Lined up over the medium, and as we were descending, started to nudge over onto the highway, and this guy in a SUV sort of looked out, and he started to pull over. He got into the far lane, so he knew that we were having some troubles.
Motorists on the ground had to veer off the interstate to avoid the landing aircraft.
I did a quick take because I saw this plane go by me, and I thought, this can't be.
We were losing about 1,000 feet a minute, so yeah, you could do the math. We were at 1,700 feet, so you know, within a minute and a half, we were committed then to get it on the ground.
Both men on board were experienced pilots. It could be some time before we know what caused the engine failure. The next big challenge will be getting this plane off the interstate and back to the airport. Highway Patrol says a special aircraft towing vehicle will be brought out tomorrow morning. Back to you.
Right now, she joins us at the location. Please bring us up to date with what you know.
Well, it appears a bomb scare forced cops to shut down streets here at the Forum. Investigators say a suspicious package was left near a door on the other side of the building. And for hours, bomb experts tried to figure out just what was in that package. Cops took no chances and closed down streets in a 5-block radius. The arena was evacuated and a nearby parking garage was closed. What concerned police the most is that a bomb threat was made to the Forum this morning. The suitcase was very ordinary looking, but the bomb squad unit could not get a look inside. Bomb-sniffing dogs were used along with an explosive detecting device. Neither method turned up anything, so experts decided to blow up the suitcase. Now, if you're coming downtown to this area to see the Harlem Globetrotters tonight, all roads are now back open. Reporting downtown at the St. Pete Times Forum, I'm Angela Bird. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you for that report. We have some other news.